Hello friends and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jem. I'm pretty new to YouTube. This is like my third video, but I want to start posting Animal Crossing content. As you guys know, the update is right around the corner. I would say in a few days, 2 days, if I'm posting this in a timely manner. But there's been a lot of discussions whether you should restart your island or flatten it and basically rearrange everything in your island. And if you ask me which one should you do before the update comes, I'm gonna be honest and tell you both of them are great, but it really all depends on your goals and what you want for your island. So if you are new to the game and you just, started this island and now you're contemplating whether you should restart it or not, or if you're someone who's been playing this game since release and you don't know what to do with your island, keep on watching this video. Obviously, there's going to be pros and cons for whatever you decide. So that's what I'm gonna go over today because I really think it all depends on what you want and working with what you have and really your availability to even achieve both these things. So I'm going to list out the pros and cons of flattening your island and rearranging it or restarting your island. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So let's start with who would want to restart. If you want a complete fresh start, then you definitely want to restart. And I want to make that clear because let's be real, we all want a fresh start, but when you're restarting your island, you're pretty much starting from complete scratch. So if you're someone who doesn't like your resident services placement, airport placement, peninsula placement, and size, and overall layout of your island, you might want to restart because at the beginning of your game, you probably didn't think this one through. The only way to change that is through restarting. Overall, if you're ready to risk it all and ready to start from a clean slate, then restarting is your best bet. Now let's talk about the pros of restarting. Firstly, you get to select a new island name and a layout of your preference. You start a new island with better understanding of the game, therefore going through tutorials will be a smoother process for you. And you also get a new opportunity to meet new villagers. You also build up Nook Miles faster to unlock new achievements because later down the game, getting Nook Miles is going to take a lot more effort and you earn less Nook Miles because you pretty much unlocked almost everything. Also, you can visit your old island through your dream address. You basically get the best of both worlds. All you have to do is upload your previous island to Luna, so obviously you do this before you restart, and make sure you have that dream address, and once you restart your island and you have unlocked Luna, then you can definitely just, revisit your old island. With the upcoming update, you'll also get a fresher feel of the new items, unlocking new DIYs, and overall experience a fresh feel of the new building experience. And with the new building tools that we have for the update, I don't know if that's going to change when unlocking it, but if you want that fresh start, then definitely go for restarting. Now let's go over the cons of restarting. You have to realize that you will lose your current villagers. So if you already have your dreamies, your favorite villagers, be aware that you'll lose them once you restart, unless you have all of their amiibos. You also will lose game progress. So all of your museum collection, your learn DIYs, all of your catalog furniture, your reactions, your Nook Miles, bells, and all the other Nook phone features, you will lose all of that. However, if you have easy access to a treasure island, then getting back all of your furniture along with your DIYs will not be as hard for you. So keep in mind that you also have to redo the tutorial. For most people, this isn't the most fun part of the game since you just kind of want to rush it through. So keep that in mind if you decide to restart. And this leads us to who would want to rearrange or flatten your entire island. So if you're someone who wants to keep all of your progress in the game, then rearranging is definitely your go-to. I think that's pretty much the only reason why someone would want to rearrange or flatten. I personally took this route myself and I don't regret it one bit. The reason being is that I don't really have an easy access to a treasure island to get all my furniture and all of that. So I personally think that rearranging and flattening my island was the best route for me. Resident services is probably not my most ideal spot, but I've kind of learned to work with what I got. So if you're in the same boat, then you might want to take the rearranging route. Now, let's talk about pros and cons of rearranging and flattening your island. Like I said previously, you get to keep all of your progress, your resources, your DIYs, your furniture, your reactions, and your island name, along with your island layout and your museum collection. You get to keep all of it. If you've spent hundreds of hours collecting bugs and fish, then rearranging is definitely the best option for you, especially if you treasure all of these things. Another thing about rearranging and flattening is that you get to keep all of your dreamies. A lot of us have our own favorite villagers, and some of us probably earned our way to get them. So with rearranging, you get to keep all of your favorite villagers. Another thing about rearranging is that terraforming is already unlocked. So this way you don't have to earn your way back up to 5-star rating to, unlock the terraforming feature. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that. You already have it. And honestly, the biggest pros to rearranging before the update is that you don't have to start from the beginning since you already have everything unlocked. So designing your house and designing your island will be a smoother process. Now that leads me on to the cons of rearranging and flattening your island. Do keep in mind that flattening is time consuming and can honestly be exhausting. And I speak for myself because I have spent quite the amount of hours to rearrange everything, and I'm still not done rearranging my island. So keep in mind that when you're arranging, you also have to count in the time to move your houses, your villagers' houses, and moving the items back to your storage and then bringing them back out to their desired location. It's a lot of time. Not to mention, moving each house will take 1 day, so you're probably gonna end up having to time travel, months? I don't know. And it's definitely gonna feel exhausting having to time travel to move each house to the beach and back to its desired location. So you're probably gonna spend a day of just moving the houses and time traveling, and that itself can take plenty of hours and it'll feel quite redundant. Another thing to keep in mind is that flattening and rearranging is super costly. If you have a full island, you have to consider the amount of bells it will take to move each house to the beach and moving it back. That's 800,000 bells, you guys. So that's to move all 8 houses to the beach and to its desired location. To add on to that, you also have to consider demolishing your inclines and bridges. And depending on what inclines and bridges you want, you could honestly spend up to 3 million bells. So be sure you have enough bells to rearrange all of that. Another thing about rearranging and flattening your island, and this is probably the one tiny little regret I have, but I'm not too worried about it, but you cannot revisit your own dream island, meaning you lose your previous island forever. Even if you have your dream address registered to Luna, you can't visit it yourself. And the only way to visit that is from another Switch, which I probably will do in the future. So that being said, you won't be able to experience your old island like you would when you restart. Before making a decision, it's important to know that both restarting and rearranging your island is a process. Both decisions will take time and effort, and honestly, I've heard a lot of people argue that restarting is going to make you lose a lot of progress and that it's more time consuming, but I beg a differ because both flattening or rearranging and restarting your island will take up the same amount of time and effort. So just, keep that in the back of your head before you make this big decision. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the pros and cons of restarting versus rearranging or flattening your island. I just want to point out that you also do not have to do either of these things before the update. If you're truly happy with your island and you feel some doubt doing either or, don't ever feel pressured to make such big changes. I'm sure the update will be enjoyable for everyone regardless of where you're at in the game. And yeah, I do hope this gave you some insight before making a big decision in your island. If you found this helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any recommendations, questions, and comments, please let me know in the comments below. I'm looking forward to make more YouTube videos to help you guys out with your island and Animal Crossing gameplay. Also, if you'd like to see me design my island, I do have a Twitch channel and I go live on there and stream there 3 times a week. So don't forget to give that a follow. And if you need further help with your island, please consider joining our Animal Crossing Discord. It's called the Jewelry Box Discord, and there's honestly plenty of us ready to help you out with your island. With that being said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to get notified every time I post. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!